It's all about shrimps, simply shrimps. So good day and welcome to this video where we'll be starting upstairs in my shrimp room, and by the end of the video we will have ended up downstairs with my new crayfish tank stand, completely built with tank on and everything. I'm totally excited for you guys to see the end product, so let's crack on with the video. So first of all, I started off by cutting up the backboard for the frame that I previously built. Clamping it down, gave it a secure fixture so I could then saw it up. Safety first, guys, remember, dust mask so I don't damage my lungs. And away I cut. So just using some ordinary wood screws that are big enough to go through really, and a regular battery drill. In they go, one at a time. Once the back wall was attached, I then cut out the rest of the wood pieces to face it, so the sides and the front. Just drilling on the front now with the same screws. Now as you can see, the front is actually slightly taller than the stand. That's to provide a lip so it hides the bottom glass of the tank and a few inches of sand. Now the side panels are attached nicely. Now I drill in adjacent corners here so I can cut out the cupboard door spaces. This just allows me to get in the jigsaw and saw it out. So one way, one the other way, and then the other side. And it will pop out like so. So just measuring up the hinges now so I know where to drill them in. Now I would highly recommend practicing this first, as I've never put in sort of hidden hinges before, so I practiced on some scrap bits of wood just to make sure I knew what I was doing when it comes to attaching them now. And it does pay off because I messed up on the one that I practiced on, so I knew what I was doing the next time. So I would highly recommend that, as I said. You know what they say, practice makes perfect. Here we go, the hinge door is now attached. I'm dead chuffed with this because this is the first time I've ever made like a cupboard door, so as you can see, I'm pretty pleased. So now I'm just gluing down some trims onto the corners and the edges of the unit, and this is just really to hide the screw marks and give it a lot more finished, tidy look. Sanding it down outside, got some ear protectors on because this is a noisy bit of kit, so another bit of safety apparatus there, give it a nice finish. Now it comes to painting. I'm going to be using some undercoat primer just to give the other paint something to stick to. I'll just let you guys enjoy this bit because it looks quite cool sped up, so I'll let you enjoy it. So I'm just sanding down the first layer of coat because it has made the wood swell up in certain areas. Little bumps have risen, so I'm sanding them down so I can get a smoother surface to paint on the other coat. So I've gone for red for the main block colour of this unit. Again, sped this bit up. It's really starting to take shape now the paint's going on. So I ended up doing 1 coat of primer and 3 coats of the colour paint that I chose to paint it. And for the trim, I'm going to paint it black. Now I'm not going to show you all of this because this would ruin what the finished product would look like, so I'll just give you a teaser just here. So I drill in a few holes in the back so I can put all the filter tubes and electrics, and a couple of handles on front. So, are you ready? Here we go. And here is the tank. So if we start at the top here, here's a little spoiler of what the aquascape might look like, but who knows, I might change things around, so there we go. I painted the back of the aquarium black to give it a nice contrast for the fish against it. I've also got a full-length LED light on top to provide no sort of dark areas inside, which is brilliant. Underneath the cabinet, I'll get to in a minute. If you just look here, there were a few little damaging marks when we moved it in, so just a little touch up on paint there is fine. Did have a little panic when I was putting the tank in with some friends, as we managed to get one side in, but the other side was still out. So we had to lift it up and drop it in exactly so it was a perfect fit. So for anyone making a tank stand with a lip, I would probably recommend that you do make it probably about 5 or so mil, a little bit bigger than the aquarium, so it's got some give when you put it in. Another thing to add, I just love how the black trim on the side here, which I painted, just sort of complements the black silicone going all the way up the tank. So it's just like one continuous line up. Perfect. So as we go inside the underneath of the stand, you'll see I've got some hooks on the inside of the door, keep it nice and organised. So I've got my nets there hanging up, and some tongs because it's quite a deep tank, so I don't really want to be shoving my hand in all the time if I need to remove some excess food or whatnot. So underneath we've got a little light switch here, which is quite handy, so I can see underneath. And as you can see, I've got the Fluval FX6 filter. Might be going into some more detail in another video as to how I'm setting that up and what it's all about. So underneath is very tidy. I've gone slightly OCD, drilled a couple of holes in the top there for the inlet and outlet and the electrics. So this is the LED light power pack, and that's the Bluetooth device thing. That's one of the heaters there, plugged into here with the other heater, which goes around and out another hole in the other end. I've got some tubing hung up there, as I said, quite OCD, but it fits in nicely. And then of course for the lighting, I've got that traced all the way around, and as you saw me earlier on, I turned the switch on and off for the light. As I came in, it's just sort of here, so it's nice and easy to access. So that's pretty much the underneath, all pretty much organised. Let's see how long that lasts. It might turn into a bit of a messy mush in later life, but we shall see. For now, at the moment it's neat and I like it, and I'm going to try and keep it that way. So that's the end of this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. And yes, I have shrank and this tank is massive. No, I haven't really, I'm just kneeling down. I use a chair when I can kneel. Right, so yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video and you like my new tank stand. Don't forget to tune in for my next video where I shall be aquascaping it properly with some rocks and whatnot. So hit that subscribe button and you'll be sure to know when that video is out. Also, whack that thumbs up and leave a comment if you've got any questions about what else is underneath this tank stand, which I pretty much showed you all, or have any suggestions as to what I should do underneath, then go ahead and leave a comment and I shall see you in another video. See you later, guys. It's all about shrimps, simply shrimps. Let's keep them shrimp, simply shrimps.